I remember spending Christmas all by myself. I remember crying. I remember the dark days. I'm Raymond Francis. I'm 59 years old. I'm a civil servant of 40 years. I'm married to Florence and we have 3 children. When I was a child, I was brought to Novena Church. Back then, I never realized how important it was. Being cradle Catholic, we pretty much had the rosary daily in our house. And thereafter, I was serving in the church as an altar server. My father would fetch me to St. Michael's and then later on to St. Joseph's because he was attending daily mass. So he would fetch us for daily mass as well. That actually began my own journey because I developed my own personal relationship with Our Lady and coming for novena sessions on my own later on. When the children came, my eldest girl was born, we went for novena sessions once a month or so. Things were going fine when we were still living in Yishun. I was pretty much doing a lot of church work. It was a lot of ministry work. So when we moved to Woodlands, I remember saying I was going to take a break. Day after day, weeks went by and I found myself slowly not even attending daily mass anymore. It started affecting my whole life. The marriage also soured a bit, deteriorated. We were not seeing eye to eye on small things and then it led to bigger things and I realized I became more self-centered, doing my own things. It was very bad. It led us to having a separation and eventually a divorce. Prior to the divorce, I was coming back to church, going back to the novenas, praying and asking our mother for help. I remember putting petitions into the petition box, asking for some miracle to happen. But it got worse and there was a divorce. I still kept on praying in church, coming to the novena, praying. And then one day, about 3 years down, I was in church on a Sunday and I said, Lord, this is it. Actually I met somebody else. I told a lot and I told our mother, I said, I'm going to move on with my life, unless a miracle happens. I used to have weekends with the children, so they came back to with me. My daughter gives me this letter. When I opened it, I had a shock. In that letter was my wife apologizing and saying, forgive me for what I've done. And one thing led to another. We were reconciled and we got back together again as husband and wife. Both our daughters were already older, so we were wondering why not pray for a child to kind of like cement our restored relationship. It took about a year that my wife conceived. I was, of course, elated. We were filled with joy. I always felt this guiding hand of Mother Mary steering me out of my difficulties. And now I just want to be a beacon for others who are struggling. Tell people, if they are struggling in their faith and they are struggling with life's problems, to turn to Mary, who will help them. In March 2020, when our churches first closed, I said, why not let's do the rosary online? And we started off with 10, 15 people, but we have people coming in now from as far as Sydney. We had someone coming in from Dubai. So Caden came in, he was in the ICU and he was a newborn baby and was critically ill. The entire family would be there praying the rosary together with us. It's a miracle actually. Child was out from ICU, went to the general ward and discharged, and the child is fine. It's our dearest mother who was interceding for us and for this child. When things are not going right, she will intercede, she will do something. Through her intercession, our Lord, He pulled me out of my own troubled waters. The fact that I am able to sit here and give testimony is only because of Mother Mary. She's always been there in my life, guiding me. I cannot imagine where I would be today, but I remember when I had walked away from the faith out of anger and frustration. I was alone. I remember spending Christmas all by myself. I remember crying. I remember the dark days. If Mother Mary had not intervened, I would still be in that cold, dark, lonely place.